Jason, tell us a little bit more detail about the tournament.
Sure. We're auctioning off this child that walked in the back of the screen. She'll be for the winner. Not a problem. She does a little light housework.
She was giving you a look. You didn't see it.
Always gives
like,
Just pay her candy.
Pay her and candy. She's fine. No, the tournament that we're running at Origins tomorrow from 2 to 5 will be just like the Geek Spiel tournament we participated in. Gosh, how long back in?
You were still funding.
March,
you were still
February,
in the
right?
funding process. Yeah,
I think it's February.
February.
Yeah.
So it'll be double elimination. Everyone's guaranteed to play 2 games, and we'll play until all the rounds are done. And the winner will get a fabulous prize, a free deck, cards to destroy, play with, give away, whatever they want. They'll be their deck after they're done.
Right.
And then we've got some other minor gifts for those who make it to the final round.
Okay. Which again,
those are a
surprise.
Those are a surprise.
Yeah.
Mainly to make sure I can get to the printers and pick them up before I have to be there.
Well, and the joke we made earlier is most likely those people are Frank and Matt because they're the only people going to be there.
Well, the entire tournament players.
You know how bad I am at this game, though, Chris. It could be, I could actually not make it to the final table if there are only 2 of us. I'm pretty sure I could work that out.
My 13-year-old will be working the tournament with us, and he's planning on playing if there's not enough players.
So I will get on. I will skip work tomorrow, and I will get online if someone will give me a camera and be my proxy.
Oh, yeah. We can do a little Zoom call with my phone. Yeah.
This all began with a Zoom call with Matt's phone back at PAX. Our first discussion, Chris Cornell had taken the demo deck to PAX to try it out, and Matt called me on his phone to zoom in and ask questions as they tried to destroy the rules.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say...
We really did. We broke it that night. But we were playing it wrong for all that.
Well, that makes sense.
But there were suggestions that came out of that call that were actually really helpful. Very helpful.
Can your all's story of how you all met is kind of interesting, and you probably just told most of it there, but do you want to talk a little bit about how this process and how we as a crew and you all started interacting with Geek Spiel, how that all came about?
Yeah, I put out a personal ad. I was looking for someone...
I'd like long walks on the beach.
Long walks on the beach.
My friends.
Some wine, and someone to crash a card game for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was... I was trying to think. I think the first conversation was with Chris Cornell. He was one of the backers on the first campaign we had done back in the fall, the unsuccessful campaign. And we had made contact with him and found out that he knew one of my relatives, had worked with her. And so we had some conversations, he and I, back and forth. And that led to him really very generously volunteering to take the card game, the demo, to PAX back in 2017 to try to play with some folks and get some feedback on it, which was great because I didn't know what PAX was at the time. So it was really helpful that he was willing to do that. So I sent a deck to him and some good play test rules to try to work on. He took it to PAX, and then while he was at PAX, I think, Alycia, you connected him with Matt because it turns out they lived fairly close to each other, but didn't know each other. And so while they were at PAX, they connected at PAX, played the game, and lo and behold, Matt's calling me on the phone to ask me questions, and realized that come 10 o'clock, my body shuts down along with my brain. And
we're coming up on that now.
Yeah, one of 2 things will happen at about 10 o'clock. Either I will become wired and I will say something probably inappropriate while we're playing, or I will fall asleep in a microburst throughout the game.
Narcolepsy?
Yeah, like a narcoleptic game player.
I would actually enjoy seeing either one of those. I could go for either one of those.
I pictured more of a gremlin situation where it's
don't drink water. Don't give him water.
Keep him out. Yeah, feed him. Keep him up after 10. Yeah. This is what happens.
So that was kind of the story and from there, that was when Geek Spiel Table Crashers was really getting started. I think the second episode was you were on when we started talking.
Yeah, it was January or February or whatever. So yeah, and now here we are at Origins and ready to go to PAX. So you guys, did we talk to you to PAX?
The only problem, we have work issues with PAX. So we tried every way we can, and we just don't think we can get squared away with both of our work schedules.
For you,
I'm actually looking at possibly.
We're trying to convince Frankie to go, and represent the crew.
Well, he's kind of the one we wanted to go anyway.
Right. Well, no, let's be honest.
Takes
Alycia is the
friend.
one we wanted to go.
Well, yeah,
Alicia's the one with the work issue.
And we'll settle for Frank. We'll just throw Jason out.
You know, you still beat me on the list. So.
I know. It's not hard, actually. I mean, you know, the garbage man.
Somebody wants,
you on the
you know, the
list.
tax is done. Sure, they'll call Jason, but if anything
Outside
else,
of that,
no.
nah.
Call
you're
Frankie.
alone
He's the
with
fun one.
Well-
No, PAX. I was
Very good
really
time.
looking at PAX
Yeah,
Card.
right.
It's just a scheduling issue for PAX East.
You saw them.
But the schedule looks.
Christmas.
And then
It's- Oh, sorry, PAX Unplugged. Sorry, my bad.
Thanks.
I meant that, not
You
PAX
better
East.
plug right, sir.
Technically, it's east of me, so that's what.
right. Well, let's go ahead and crash the table. Haha. Don't physically, because then we'd have to buy them a new table.
No. This is
Nah.
actually good oak. You know, this is all right here. I think we're gonna.
This
be
is
all right.
sturdy.
Solid table.
Can you flip? Now, is the flip button disabled?
It is disabled, fortunately.
good.
For Matt's sake, it better be.
Yeah.
A sigh of relief
Like
by
a half
everyone.
dozen computers and sound mixers.
Okay.
Draw cards.
So let's go ahead and do just a little bit of a quick run through of some rules, and let's play some games. So let's Jason, why don't you kick us off?
Well, you know what? The best person to explain the rules, almost hands down, I'm going to ask him if he'll do it, is Frankie. Frankie explains
Frankie.
the rules better than anybody else.
Okay.
And we've all played, so you can make it abbreviated.
Yeah.
We will make it abbreviated.
Yeah.
It's basically simple. The cards lead up to you got 1 and up. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on your cards. With your cards, you can build up from 1 to 5. You can skip numbers, like you can go from 1 to 2, as long as the colors match. I guess that would help, yeah. So you see how the stripes work? As long as you match stripes, it looks like that, what's that, zebra gum. That's how I explain it.
Yep.
As long as you can make
Fruit
zebra
stripe.
gum.
Fruit
First
stripe.
fruit stripe, that's it.
How could
You
you
can
forget
go.
what?
It was called zebra gum, though, at one
Was
point,
it?
I think. I believe
Ah,
so.
think
I
you
wanted
just
to.
said
Zebra was the icon.
Zebra
He was the icon.
Was the logo.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was,
okay.
Logo.
yeah.
So I just called it zebra gum. It's my own brand.
It's his own brain.
But
Copyright.
once you get up at any point in time, there we go. You can go this route. Now, as you see, we're building up. You keep going up in numbers, and you can go left and right. You can go the same numbers. So I can keep building 4s out either way. And from that, I can build up with the 5, as long as your colors match. Should look like a fruit stripe.
Zebra stripe.
At any point, you can go from your peasant cards up to your royal cards. Now, not all these are peasants. Some are dukes and barons. Thank you, barbarians.
I like barbarians. But
So don't I.
it's a whole different game. I don't remember making that one.
Give me.
I'm trying to find a red.
Can you? There we go.
There.
We can,
Who's that one?
Okay, so we have a gray card. Gray cards are
Wow.
wild cards. They can be any color they want. And so by placing this, I can put this above this red 5 because that is a wild, and now that king is red.
It becomes a red, right?
It is
So-
now truly
all right.
red. So now every card off of this must be a red royalty card. Unless
Literally.
you
Cannot
just-
find a row.
Yeah, you are
There we
horrible.
go. There we go.
I
Oh,
can't
that's
use
wrong
that. It's the
It's a
same
king.
one. But
There we go.
I give me a cord. Okay. From there, we have a king and queen. Give me a cord. In that yellow. In that one.
There you go.
With an accord, you can marry 2 houses. That's how I call it. They call it accords. I call it a marriage. And now I have a red accord and a yellow accord, so I can put these together. I can bring them together. If you don't have that, these don't work. Unfortunately, here, colors don't mix. They got to be matched with this royal wedding. That's the way you can build out. Now there is, how many?
Look at those 2 cute kids.
Oh, that's right, it's my kids.
Oh my goodness.
I
Yeah,
forgot.
showed up on the camera.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do that. You can go out and buy.
That's pretty
a
good.
deck of
You
this.
buy it. Well, is that
Yeah,
in this
yeah,
deck?
yeah,
There you go.
it's
Okay,
the
my
original.
kid. That's right.
The original deck.
They're in the original. That's your basic build. Now, from this yellow with the accord, I can even start building down. Give me a yellow card of any color, any size. 5. I can build down on here. It's a separate house. I can build down with it. You can keep building out. Give me skip a number. Give me a 2
There
right
you go.
there.
The
You can also skip. I don't always have to go 4 and 3, but once I place this 2, connecting this 5, you can never go back to a 3 and a 4 in there.
Once you played a card.
Yep. Card laid is card played.
Once you play a card to the table and your turn's over, you can't move the cards again.
Okay.
And they're pretty adamant about that.
This accord is not good for blue, so
No.
the chords have limits, right?
That's right. Only the colors that are on that chord, just the colors that can be matched together.
And
Alright.
it's not
You wanna show-
working.
And Royal cards are 10 points. The accords are 0, and these are 5.
Yep.
And you have to have 3 cards to start your court.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. So if 15
Doesn't matter.
points is fine.
Bare minimum 3 cards.
And then when you win at 65.
Or if you complete the court with one of every member of the court.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
King, Queen, Prince, Tower.
Yep.
If you get to that, you automatically win. As soon as the first person hits 65 or hits a perfect court, that hand is done.
Uh-huh.
You score. There is, when you score, if you are one of the losers, whatever cards are left in your hand that are point-scoring cards, you subtract 5 points from your total that's on the table if you're one of the losers. So you can have 50 points on the table, but because of the points sitting in your hand, you can end up with 0 points at the end of the turn.
All right. Frank wasn't done yet. He jumped.
Oh, you guys.
No, that's good. You're going to show the couple of
couple of the other cards. We have another color that's out there, the purple.
That's
You
the
got a green
expansion
purple?
deck color. Yeah.
Expansion deck. You got one of
Part
your orange
wild,
cards?
part purple.
Yeah.
The specialty cards. We also have, I'm trying to make sure I'm in there,
So,
an orange. But there is not many cards to go with. There's only like one run of orange. So
orange only goes 1 through 5, and then a special card, a dupe card.
So does the orange match up only to orange, or does orange match up to red or yellow?
Nope, just orange to
Only
orange.
orange.
So this
Color to
isn't
color.
secondary color. It's
yeah,
just-
no.
The only benefit is gray is always a wild card in the decks. So whether gray is split in half like this or gray is whole on its own, in this case, the gray portion becomes red, but the orange remains orange.
I apologize to the colorblind folks because the red and orange is never
Very
gonna.
similar.
I thought, oh, you just got two
It's hard
different
to
print-
tell.
Yeah, no, it's different.
But there is an icon difference that's also on there for visually, because
Oh, I guess
so there is an icon difference. There's an
Literally
eye.
an eye.
Literally an eye. An
Is that like
icon.
the-
but
Yeah, the eye of
rock.
Rosh. Yeah. pretty
Or
much.
Horus. Last cards to really kind of go over it is fate cards. Fate cards can be played. They are mostly used to attack.
Yeah, this is where the fist fighting starts.
Yeah.
she's like,
This is where it gets violent, especially with our kids. It seems like our kids only want to play nothing. They'll just discard all these cards to win just to get fate cards and play them on you. That's it. I just want to somehow screw you.
Well, I
Right.
would do that too
Yes.
if you were my dad, Frank.
right.
Just
saying.
my boy.
Just your kid.
Just
your
my
boy.
boy.
Just your boy.
We'll talk about this later.
Sure.
But with fate cards, you have different ones. Some fate cards specify only certain cards you can play against. Like this fate card right here is the fate card of queens. That means you can only attack a queen. You find a queen and you can lay it upon there, and you can remove.
That is one zombified. Oh, you know what? It's not going to autofocus because you maybe turned the autofocus off, Joe. Ryan.
Because he was doing wonky things.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll take some awesome photos of mine once I get fulfilled because my fulfillment is going to be on the way out the front door. Right?
It's right here. Yeah.
Chris, when we get you yours, No, I was talking to the other Chris.
Oh yeah, are you gonna bring mine to Missouri?
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should rethink that.
Our goal is to have them all packaged this week.
Okay.
That is our goal.
Okay.
They're in the mail next week. We were trying to
Okay.
promise that 2 weeks ago, and we ran into that issue with the envelopes.
And here it is a Wednesday night, and I'm in the middle of your house, so that
Well-
throws everything up.
My kids.
Yeah, well,
will
let's
work,
go with that.
But they work for cash.
Your kids?
Yeah, child labor. Yeah,
They work for
you got to
cash.
pay them.
I
I'll
thought
work for
candy
cash.
was
I mean,
the
is
first.
Cash and offer?
Candy.
Wait,
Candy.
No, because then I got to
There's no-
suffer. They eat candy and then they come home and I got to deal with why the kids are not going to bed. It's midnight.
You know, I'm just saying if I had expected you'd be done playing by now.
I know.
Well, comedy relief. The peanut gallery's over here.
Yeah,
It's-
right.
it's
We
been
have to have the
interrupted
comedic
several
relief. They got to
But
give them there.
Real quick, the queen fate will attack queen. So you got to lay it on a queen. The fate card goes into graveyard. It cannot be played again while this round's going on. And the queen goes into the discard.
And,
Same thing.
And now
You
things
have to
collapse.
choose.
That's right. You have to choose. Thank you, Alycia. You have to choose which side you would like to keep. We split it down the middle. So let's just say we'll get rid of this.
Does
All
the-
this goes back, that too. All this will go back up into your hand, and you can play it on your next turn, or If you don't play it, you have to discard back down to 5 cards. 5 cards only. There's a few other cards. You got Roil cards, attacks all Royals. There's a couple other. We have a blocking card. It's a shield.
It's a garden.
Wow.
It guards you from being played a fate upon.
Oh, that's new. That
was in the expansion, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Frankie and I said, we need something to save us.
Well, for mine.
For vengeful
Yeah,
spawn.
that came on that last round of expansion pieces. The play test group was getting a little.
Yeah. But the queen is dead. Long live the queen.
The queen is dead. She goes back to the discard. Everything else goes up in your hand to be played again.
All right.
And that's pretty much the gist.
That sounds
That's
pretty
it.
good. Let's shuffle up and let's play.
Come back. But
we had an audio issue. Can you do that again from the top, Frank?
Yeah.
All right. He's riffle shuffling his own cards. It's his own cards.
Well, at least it's his own cards, right?
I'm starting to twitch a little bit.
What are you talking about? We were going to send this one out to you.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as you sign
you
each one.
want a free deck? This was the deck that was sent out.
Hey, but it's got the expansions in it. I'll take it.
I'm
We're
taking
plucking those out.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not like that. We're going to pluck all those cards out.
Thank you. I
We're just
appreciate
going to
that.
use the deck that we've been playing with nonstop for the past weeks.
Yeah,
We
good.
got this
good.
nice art.
Wear
to
and
them.
tear. Right. Worn,
You know what?
well used.
Well used. The goal when making this is, with Kickstarter was to really to test a demo, see if there's any interest in it. The goal is to get it down to where it's about as expensive as a deck of playing cards. So that was the hope when everything was said and done.
You want me to shuffle
As
half of that?
ubiquitous. I've already shuffled it multiple times. As ubiquitous as a deck of playing cards would be the goal.
Yeah. For sure. Now, Matt, I know for sure you're going to Origins. Are the rest of you going to visit Origins for a little bit and do some fun stuff?
I'm going tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
I'm
Okay.
allowed to go tomorrow.
Yeah.
You've been permitted to go.
Authorized.
It's been 20 years since I've been to this part of Ohio, and I'm reminded on my trip out. We're about an hour outside of Columbus, and it's flat. It's a very
Yes.
flat area.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued if it compares to Kansas, because Kansas.
No. You got a whole different.
Kansas
kind of
has
flat
some
area.
rolling.
No, Kansas doesn't.
Okay, Kansas around
Kansas
the
is pretty
military
flat.
post I was at was like this. Not like mountainous rolling hills.
Well,
Not
when you're
big
used to an absolute no gradient, even a small incline feels something bigger.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's-
and
it's like Florida with a chance of snow.
I was
the
gonna
real
say,
question
if
I
you
have-
go to the west, though, it gets even flatter. So if you think this is flat, go southwest of here.
Oh yeah.
The real question I have for you all is: anyone got a particular booth or station or area that they're really excited about visiting here at Origins?
I'll totally geek out on 2 of them that I like. Number one, for anybody, Games Workshop is a corporate monster, but I love the world that they created and stole from everybody else's pieces parts. But I really enjoy space marine stuff.
Yeah.
So their booth is usually kind of disappointing, but I go every year in hopes I'll get better stuff. But Kinzer and Company. I love Kinzer and Company because of Knights of the Dinner Table. And so every year I look forward to stopping and see what they produce new out of it. It's a comic book for folks that aren't familiar with it. I love it. Knights of the Dinner. It is, for anybody that played role-playing games and board games through the 70s and 80s, it's a spoof of that. But you read the characters around the table and you just go, my God, that was so-and-so. Oh, we had almost this exact same thing happen.
I've seen these comics. Now that you start talking about it, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they're fantastic.
They are really well done. And the guy who does it, Jolly Blackburn, is a nice guy, and he's been doing it for years. He started out in, it was in Shadis or Shadis. What was that trade magazine that used to be out years ago? And then Dungeon Magazine, that was the other one.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, those are the 2 I look forward to.
Okay.
I like the what's it called? LARPer.
The LARP.
I like the LARP booth because it's the only way I can legally beat the hell out of my child without going to jail.
Ah.
And if the foam padding comes off, it is their fault because they didn't secure it properly. So,
But now that I've met your son, I'd be a little worried that he's getting big enough to.
he hurts.
Yeah.
He plays baseball, so he swings that around. Let's fight, Dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Alycia,
cousins will go at it inside the foam booth.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because that's right.
You
Your
got
son
nothing?
jumps in there too.
Well, for me, I got 2 things.
Alicia's never been.
I've never been. fan.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's
I'm
gonna
not
be
a
fun.
full-fledged geek.
Well, you married one,
That's why
so
I'm
you
the
get some
favorite.
I was about
geek
to say,
cred.
you
from
marry
it.
one.
Yeah,
Like
you
a
are
veneer.
one.
Well, you're still the coolest
Like a-
person. Again, you're
Well,
still the
thank-
coolest person, so it's fine.
I'm excited to see Renegade Games. They can do no wrong in my eyes. I'm excited to see they've got a couple of games coming out, so I'm going to demo their booth. So,
What did they put out?
you just go into their booth and see.
Yeah.
Anything. Lucidity is the one I'm really anxious for. It's a bunch of dice, and you're rolling. It's about nightmares. So it's
Really?
actually, yeah. So I'll get it at some point tomorrow, and we'll play it while you're. So I'm to get a hold of that, and they've got is it Renegade's doing that weave, right, Chris? You know?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a story. It's an RPG card game. So you get these cards, and you have an app, and you use cards to create characters, and then you go into the story session.
Did they
Uh-huh.
do that as a Kickstarter?
They did.
I remember watching that on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Watching it. That rings a bell. There's another one that's on Kickstarter right now, and I watched the video for it. It's an RPG, but it's meant for non-RPG people, and it has big tarot cards. And the only thing that kept me from bidding on it was to get to the tarot cards, which I really liked, was the card piece of it. Dealing cards out was you had to be like a super high level backer,
Yeah.
and it just wasn't worth it to me to be that level backer. But I thought it was really brilliant.
Yeah.
Structure.
And you know,
Well,
as you're telling me, I think I got it backwards. I don't think weave is for Renegade. Are you looking it up? Are you my Google guy, Chris?
It can be.
Either of the Chris. Just go ahead, Chris Walters.
Well, I was going to say, the app is live now.
Yeah, it is, and we've demoed it a little bit and played with it. And I think Geek and Sundry actually has a show where they're doing it. All right, so I'm first. You dealt.
Yep. So you draw 3 cards to start. Every turn you pull up 3 cards. Every turn ends with you discarding down to 5.
The only goal of this is to keep the geek spiel way up, and Jason is not allowed.
Win.
Perhaps.
That's the only thing we got to make sure.
Monocle Society says the producer in my.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. So.
But Renegade did have an. I guess I'm confusing. So I can. You can turn whatever way you want.
Yep.
Right?
Rotate.
As long as your colors match, that's all that matters.
That's golden.
You're done?
We'll stop right there. Am I all in that? Yeah, Renegade. Chris is
Renegade does all kinds of things. I mean, they've got Raiders, Clank,
Yeah.
Architects, all of those
And
overlays.
for
Okay.
folks that haven't been to Origins in a while, we've really seen it. For those of us that have gone, it's really, really grown the last several years. I mean, it's really changed a lot.
Goodness gracious.
A lot more families going, a lot more tabletop games. There for a while, the only thing you found when you were Origins, it felt like it was like 90% Magic the Gathering cards and Pokemon.
Really? Okay, so that collectible card game kind of community.
They sort of took over through the 90s when that was all rave, but now I think Origins has done a really good job of bringing families in and having activities for folks that are non-gamers but who are traveling with gamers.
Yeah.
And I was telling someone, used to be you'd never see a woman at Origins, and it would be like
It's like a Rush concert.
It was, yeah. So, but now you see strollers being pushed through the hall as families and kids participate. So it's really interesting. And it's been good to be able to take my sons to it. And everything.
You can layer it a little.
I was going to say, let me layer it.
Okay.
Goes against everything, I believe.
this
Looks like we have a few steps going already. People want to talk about what they've built and played already?
All right, hands off.
We're all singing to the buzzing in our ear.
Oh, gotcha.
That was it. Sudden silence. We're all deaf now in the ear that has headphones. Looks like we're all starting. When we first played this, I thought you had to start with a court.
No.
So that would
Power to the people, Matt.
Yeah, and you need someone to collect taxes.
That's right. Rise of the peasant class.
Hey, you know what's really good? I'll show you in a moment.
Uh-oh.
Coming after my king.
Yeah. You just keep all those bad things over there on the. Oh, that's right. Because the gray cards can. do some thievery, huh?
Yeah, the gray card can steal.
Gray
Equal
card
or
can
lesser
steal.
value card can be
And
used.
are
to
these
steal.
count as gray cards?
They
for
do
stealing?
not, because half of their
They're
card
not.
is not gray.
They're-
Only
okay.
the shadow
These
cord.
are schizophrenic
Yes.
underlings.
Yes.
They don't know what to. And I have to. The hand limit is what?
5.
And that's by the end of your turn, you have to be down to 5, right?
Yes,
That's correct.
So I really have no choice but to kill someone.
Yes.
Um,
It happens.
Well, I would expect
no,
nothing
you could
different from you
discard.
anyway.
man, that's just.
I
so
wouldn't
powerful.
discard.
I am-
You would discard?
Wait, those are the.
That is
Yeah,
a
you can
wild
discard.
and
You
an
could
orange.
play that, man.
Huh?
You could play that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that puts
but
an orange
now I
at
need
the
an
top.
orange.
You make it a blue.
No, but
No,
I need
he
an
needs
orange
orange.
cord.
Yeah, that's true. So you're not
Don't,
gonna get.
she's not here to help you, Matt.
No,
I don't know
right.
why you think she
Wants
is.
to
She's conniving.
I did call Alycia as the winner of this round for sure.
I think you're
Oh,
probably
nice.
not far off. Oh wait. Oh my goodness.
Well,
She already has it.
so
right?
let's count it off, right? 10, 20, 30, 35,
40.
45, 50 points. And she's dropped
Uh,
on cord.
65. And
60 points.
and this is these are like negative 1,000. Is that what they
You're
are?
done?
You don't
if
have any
she
kind of
hasn't won
underling.
yet, so what you want to do is slap every one of those at her and
Oh,
break
we
that
get to
cord.
go again?
She hasn't hit 65 points.
Oh, I thought.
She's at 60.
Alycia, you don't have any underlings for that.
Not that I can play
She made
No.
a fatal
because I
mistake.
moved my 3.
So there you go. That's the first one.
Take a move.
Taking your queen down. And I'm
Play like the queen.
I'm sorry I have to do this to you, but I just want to
I know, but
see.
You should have killed someone on the end and then let me kill someone else.
No, I just want this to be seen as to what I
Oh.
can do. I can play on your hand that Duke card,
Oh.
which only an orange can be played off of it, but you can't play blue.
Well, now that's a table rule. We didn't
I didn't
agree
hear
to
it
that
say-
before.
What?
That's not in the
That's
table
a
rule.
I
You
thought
can
that
play
was
on-
always a rule.
Yes.
Here it goes again.
Is this
Mr.
pre-
Orcena making rules?
Is
Here we go.
Is this the prima nocta rule?
No.
You can come over to my
This is the
my
Frankie.
yeah.
This is great. There's this table rule.
Table
It's
rule.
not in the rule set. So if Geekspiel is playing by the published rules, this is not in the rules.
If he hadn't just fed me a wonderful day.
Our producer has said that Jason has actually said that's a rule to our producer Chris in person.
Let me play back the tape. Jason said it's not in the published
It
rules.
sounds like an opportunity. It sounds like something where a fight happened and you changed your mind.
I'm just trying to throw out a card.
I'm gonna take my cards and go
It's
home.
still-
I'm gonna
you
kill
can
it.
play.
I'm gonna kill it in a minute.
And you can do that.
That's what he said.
No
It was
other
not in the published.
Is that a
Showing
Royal
how-
tournament at Origins rule?
No, it is not because it's not in the published rules.
Right? Are you gonna play?
I was waiting for him to say he's done.
He's done.
Didn't I say that a
Oh,
while
I
ago?
didn't hear that.
Well,
I don't know. There was a lot of yelling.
Rule.
Welcome to the House of Orcena game playing. There's always a lot of yelling.
House of Orcena.
Well, there's
You
a lot
thought it
of
was rough
yelling
when you're
on
just on
Geekspiel in
tabletop
general
with
too.
it.
So.
So right after this, we'll start a game of Battlestar.
Oh, gosh. I'm out. I'm not there for that.
You
Can't
make
deal
us
with
do
the
that
toasters Orcena either.
Yeah, Frank has to go to work early in the morning, so you might as well just stay up. Let's just make it an all-nighter.
Make it all nighter. Go straight from work,
Yeah.
straight to.
Alicia,
Yeah.
Alicia's pretty clear that you are not all staying there.
Have to work tomorrow too.
Wait, I have to discard.
I got a bunch of camp kids wanting
I'm
pancakes,
done.
bacon,
They
and
want
eggs.
food, huh? All right.
Yeah,
So let's
250.
start with 3. Get a fistful of cards. Oh my. This is
Hey
just,
Matt, why don't you actually play your cards and do a good job?
That would be really. So I can do this, right? Because it's yellow.
Yes.
And it's not touching anything
Yeah,
else.
That's
fine.
perfectly legal.
Why don't you show your hand to the audience?
He pretty much is. Every once in a while, I get a flash of him.
Okay, so that's a bad card. That's a bad card.
Yeah, play it on Frank.
That's a bad card.
You just can't let it go, can you, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I need to destroy you at every chance I get.
Okay.
You and Gil
Um,
both.
So I really don't. And wait, I could actually do that, right?
Yeah,
Yes, you
That
can.
that's
becomes
legal.
green.
That becomes green.
I'm gonna get 55 points because
Yeah, the Duke is a face card, a royal card, so it's 10
Yeah.
points.
10,
55.
15. Yeah. Huh?
You have 55.
Well, I'm not done yet. Hang on.
I
We have to
know,
get
I'm
rid of
taking
some-
it.
We sometimes draw ahead just to be
Again,
prepared.
another
Oh,
table
that's a
rule.
good idea.
We're talking about
Like
efficiency,
children.
Matt. Things.
I know. I need to kill
That's
someone.
really it. isn't it?
I actually.
Can we leave it up to Twitch chat, which is really just me and Chris?
Right. That's right.
Oh, we have 5 viewers right now.
Actually, one of those.
What
That's
it is
it.
going to cost?
Summer, you think you'd have more
I mean,
viewers?
You have to
it's not
play
like
those
Uno where
against-
this is going to.
That if you have to, in the published rules.
Oh my gosh.
The published rules, you have to play any fate cards that are in your hand at the end of the turn get played to your court.
Oh, that's
Wow,
true. So
see.
you want to get rid of
Can I use my angel again to protect myself?
You can. I mean, it's yours.
Now you lose 2.
Yes, there's a website designed by someone I'm aware of who helped design the website, and if you go on it, you will see the published rules. And I have a box of misprinted rules over there.
You know what?
Now, are those rules, those misprinted rules, have Frank's baloney rules embedded?
They do not,
Yeah.
except for one he has that he hand wrote in his childish scrawl.
I just realized I'm in the Midwest. You guys now, is this a euchre house?
Yes, it is.
This is a euchre.
Oh,
That's not a
man.
euchre.
My wife's family's a pinochle family.
Let's go ahead and just call out work tomorrow, both of you. Let's just do it.
As long as we're hiring me on full time, that's about the only reason that happen. All
Wow, that buzzing is
righty.
getting worse.
Let's see what we got. So, what color was it? That was blue.
Alycia, you have a whole bunch of 5s.
I do.
So I can go.
It's like 5, 5, 5, 5.
I can go.
Let's get ready to rumble.
So
Right.
the Dukes are in the expansion then too.
Hey,
I
dude,
can't go
what
there.
is it? What is this stuff going
What
on?
are
over
we
there?
doing?
Did
kinda
it leave
cheat.
my hand?
What kind of cheating is happening over on the side?
Jason.
I'm done.
PG-13. Oh, you can say.
Damn. Right. And technically, in X-Men movies, they got
Right.
Wolverine in there. They got to have
Right.
one F-bomb in there. He's got to drop it.
Do I get to be the Wolverine? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know how to stop you from being the
I do.
Kill the
I can
wild.
make mutton chops if I need to.
Oh, man. That would be the best beard ever.
Maybe for PAX. Maybe for PAX. I'll just...
I'll start growing mine out now.
Okay, cool. So for PAX, you're going to have
Like
what,
3
like a 5
scraggly
o'clock?
hairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only if I shave everything off and he pushes me around in a wheelchair for the rest of the day.
Oh, man. You look like your
It'd
meat.
be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'll
That
build
would
a
be
little
pretty awesome.
Cerebro.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay. We can cosplay this at
Yeah,
PAX.
we could. Although I don't think I could get into those leather outfits that they X-Men wear.
That's why I went with the suit.
That's why you picked Patrick Stewart. Yeah.
All right.
That's why I'm Wolverine. I don't have leather. Has someone won this game yet?
No, because we're all talking. I should have used that to kill that Duke because now I got something I could do. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Remember, that's also blue off the side of that.
Yeah, this is because it's touching.
Yeah,
blue
but that's
here,
all the
so-
colors I don't have.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, could I have the green and the red?
All
Because
right,
that'd be awesome for me.
So let's kill the Accords.
Okay, that wasn't fun.
That was the most fun I've had this.
Why'd you kill my kids?
I can't.
That's pretty mean.
Yeah.
We're getting savage here.
Yeah, this is, I
You know what? Payback is coming.
Yeah. So let's discard down here.
No, the store boy went through. He drove through it.
Boy, I tell you. Oh, nobody has a prince out because they know I was going to kill.
Mine was.
Matt, what are you doing? You're just discarding all of your cards.
But what do I do? What do I do?
I don't
Oh,
look good at
yeah.
this. You don't want that.
Yeah.
I'm not
Wow.
pretty in spandex.
Right.
I don't imagine. Now I am imagining.
good
I'm not
about
pretty in
this
many
song.
fabrics.
Somebody give me some
Spandex is
mind
definitely not
moves
one.
here. Let it go.
I can work a good flannel though.
Oh yeah,
I can do flannel.
like Al from. What was that
It's
show?
because of the
Tool
beard.
Time.
Tool Time.
That wasn't the show, but that was the show on the show.
Yeah, what was that with Tim
Home
Allen?
improvement.
Home
Oh,
Improvement. There you go.
Yeah, if you'd quit talking, I've said it about 17 times.
Yeah. Well, the Twitch viewers.
Well, yeah, all they hear is just me going home improvement.
Talking to yourself. Yeah.
We got here.
More
Hey,
power.
Chris, what are you doing?
There we go.
Playing a
Did
game
you kill another
while you're
one of
there?
them?
No,
guys do
I'm
look at all
literally
this.
just watching you all I should probably be playing something on the side, just ignoring you the whole time.
Did you kill my king?
He did.
You
Yeah.
get too close every time. Somebody's
Yeah.
got to take.
Would you put the Duke over here? That was your turn, huh?
Yeah.
You done?
Wait, 1, 5, 6.
Discard a card, Frank.
Wait.
Get rid of your choose.
I know. I might as well. I can't play them. I don't know why I'm holding on to them because they all work together.
They're going to count against it.
Yeah, I know.
Just saying.
Okay, everyone do an internal point count and see where we're at with scores.
You don't want to hear the numbers? That's what you're saying, internal?
Well, I want to hear your in numbers, but I want to hear you go 5, 10, 17, 26. You know.
45.
That's the only way to count.
My brain doesn't want to do that.
We're tied.
55.
45.
Oh, that's right.
45.
45.
Nice.
45.
And Alycia, what do you have?
I have 40.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
9,
10,
10,
11, 12.
Copyright.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Any
you
profit we've
dropped the hammer on it.
of the 6 months Geek Spiel has been, we just lost.
Wait a minute. Didn't Gilman say you can do
15
it up
seconds
for
fair
so many
use.
seconds before it goes in the copyright?
I was going to say, I think it's 15, isn't it?
Yeah.
15 seconds fair use.
We were a lot less than that.
And actually, that's
Right.
PBS, so that's probably like open.
That's public.
Yeah,
Public domain
by now.
stuff.
Yeah. When was
Just
that
because it's
copyrighted?
public
We had-
They don't
broadcast
have
doesn't
to-
mean
they
it's
don't
public
have to
domain.
hire stuff,
Did
PBS.
you see who
They'd have to have a
chat?
fundraiser to hire a
My
lawyer.
dad.
Yeah, true.
Say hi to your mom, Dad. Hi, Mom. Hi.
All right, so I can do
Like,
this, right?
send this out to the Geek Spiel
Wait a minute,
viewers
that's
tonight.
55. That Duke gives me 65.
Oh,
What?
10, 20.
Look at that. You were
Hopefully,
first.
Matt, hopefully you got rid of all the other cards that get applied to you.
Wait, I thought I had
10,
55.
20, 30, 40, 45, 55.
For the love of all that's
Matt, you
holy.
can't count.
Matt can't do math. It's because I made him count internally.
40, 45, 55.
Okay, that's
Okay,
three
I thought
people.
so.
That was
Yeah.
better if I-
Point.
I know, I was.
Chris, you want to count his
Blue
cards?
green,
Let him
it's
know
right
how many.
there. Blue where?
I can only see part of his
That's
cards.
blue?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Blue.
but I don't need it.
Oh,
65.
Man,
You know what?
We
I
have
did
told
just-
him it was blue.
No, no, no,
I don't know
just-
how
I
many
just
times.
draw that, so.
that's okay.
It didn't
Matt,
change anything.
Matt,
All right.
now
Yeah.
here's a rule piece. Do the cards in the person who goes out first count against him?
No. No.
That was a
Winner doesn't do any penalties.
Yeah, it's just
What'd you
mean.
have
You
to
were
do
just
with
trying
this?
to.
I just wanted Matt to lose points.
Yeah. Oh, can I play the Geek Spiel cards? Can we drop that?
It's up to you.
No, I don't want to ruin it. You've only got a few of them.
Well, if you put it up in
Let's
your
see.
hand, we'll never know
So-
that you have it.
So here's like for mine, right? I have to play all the black cards in my hand against myself because I had so many left over. So here's the king one. Doesn't affect me. I don't have any kings. Remove lowest royal card from all courts. Well, I have to remove a queen. Or this one, highest card in each court passes to the left. Can't really be played, but I can block with one of them. So I lose those points. So
But you didn't come out with 0, though.
no, I did not come out with 0. 10, 20, 30 points.
Okay, so my
So
prediction
that's
of
down.
Alycia winning was wrong.
No,
it's not
that was
over
a
yet.
hand.
No, I said for the first hand.
Oh,
Oh.
well then you were wrong.
Well, she
Yes,
only
I
lost because
already
we kept
said
attacking her because she was in the lead.
That's all right.
You notice how I
The
set you
cool
up to win?
ones
I gave you
always
free
get
10
attacked.
points.
Yeah, it was all generosity. Is what
He
that
gave
was.
you that Duke. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. He gave me the Duke.
I before we play another hand, is Frankie's made up rule in session?
No.
He made
No.
up that.
He made
We're
that
calling it the Frankie rule, though. I
I-
mean, it's the Frankie rule. It's just like Donald Trump. You just say some line and then say
Just
it
keep
was
saying,
somebody
saying
else.
Never played that one.
just keep saying that rule. Frankie, that Frankie rule.
The Frankie rule.
The non-published Frankie rule.
Yeah.
The unpub.
Jason said it to our
Chris,
producer
you're making-
Chris
He did.
several times.
He did.
You're making it up, Chris.
Don't just be siding with him because you like him better.
He has a
love the-
beard.
I do love
That's
the euchre
good.
way to deal. Around the table twice.
Oh, yeah. I got
always
around
do
3 times.
Oh, dude.
This must be one of your kids' cards. It's marked. Look at that edge been out.
Did I do that
Oh.
shuffling it?
These
Quality
cards have been
control.
around the.
Yeah, we played this one all.
Yeah, this is the one we've been playing pretty much since it got made.
I was gonna say, how many rounds did you go when you Because these are better than the ones we played at PAX in November.
Oh yeah. They were, and this isn't the final deck that was published that people got.
Where are you at?
I took
This
those.
generation?
This is the deck that we finished up before we started the Kickstarter camp. The Kickstarter campaign had finished, but I published it, and I still wasn't happy with the artwork. And so I went back and changed a couple things on the artwork. Probably things that no one will ever notice the difference on.
Huh.
But when you get somebody that's a little OCD like me, made all the difference in the world.
They'll notice.
Little OCD.
A little.
As the wife kind of laughs maniacally.
My love.
No, the cards
No,
have
these
been
two
bridge
are-
size after the first two decks. So the first two decks we did were tarot cards. So
Oh,
they're-
big.
Yeah, like a 5 1/4.
Yeah.
So those were the first two decks. And then for a variety of reasons, I went, I'm trying to build stuff on
I
the
didn't
table.
want
This
this
doesn't fit.
Not exactly. How
Because they're massive cards.
They are
Right.
massive cards.
I did like
Yeah, they were popular in their own way.
What?
I mean,
Yeah,
that
they're in-
Big deck.
that kind of adds like I think a different, flair to them, right? They're not.
Were those?
I love the versatility of a playing deck sized card, but something that's a little bigger, flashy, gives you some more space for art. That's interesting.
That was hard to keep cutting the art size down. And now, in hindsight, I've told Alycia this. She's really not excited by it. I've told her I want to redo the decks. This is our published deck. This is what I want to work with and run with. But I want to go back and redo the artwork the way I first
Very
envisioned it with the tarot cards, just for myself, for an elite piece. to
Right.
redo.
Okay. Well, make that a purchasable option, right?
That's very
I'm sure
personable.
Matt will purchasable. Say that 17 times fast. I'm
had
sure
trouble
Matt
with
will
just
buy
one.
it. Yeah, I can't say a lot of things once.
Yeah.
The tarot cards. There is a card game you play with tarot cards. That's originally what they're used for, not fortune telling.
Yeah.
A point game, and that's where some of it was coming out of when I was first going through. But the artwork was, you just had so much more space to work with tarot cards.
Yeah.
You could do a lot more.
Yeah.
And my vision was always to have it so that the cards, when they lay out, would actually make a big mural. The image being a continuous image.
Wow. Well, again, there's a couple of games coming out right now that are, I think, out of some of the origins that are big versions of standard games. I think Code Games has one that's called Codenames XXL and
Yeah.
some other things. Just make a Royal XXL and charge. They were saying like a $300 Azul and some of these other
So there's
things.
a
Like
giant Azul.
What?
Yeah.
they're making a massive.
There's an Azul that the pieces are enormous.
It's like play it in a gym.
No, it wasn't that big. It was tabletop.
No, it's tabletop, but it just much larger than the.
Somebody gave
small
that away.
tiles.
One of the YouTube channels gave it away.
Was it Board Game Geek?
Yeah.
I have a whole lot of cards I can do nothing with.
And do you want to know how uncool I was when I started? I didn't know what.
Tabletop. Oh, you mean why it was what it was? What it was? Yeah.
What did
Everyone
it
kept saying
technically mean?
tabletop games. I'm like,
Well, it's kind of
But it's strange. She's played.
well, no, but I never
All-
would have. I never
Did you
would
play
have
board
called
games
them.
before
Oh, yeah,
you married
yeah,
this
yeah.
one?
I never would have called it tabletop.
Before
Yeah.
you married this. What are you saying?
It's like it was just lawn
We're
darts. It was
Orcenas.
just lawn before that.
It's just lawn
We
darts.
changed.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I played with lawn darts.
We're kind of like the
I
plague.
used to catch
I mean,
it.
in and
Frankie
then we
catch
just
this.
change it.
Yeah. I
We used to play
That
to the
is
wee hours
explains
of the
an awful-
morning. Yeah.
it really does.
Hey, all I can say is those lawn dart tips fit right into the soft spot.
How old am I? I can't remember.
Well, see, Clark, if it
Yeah.
fits right here in the crease,
It
it didn't part right.
if he starts winning, I'm going to run the microwave.
Dang.
I'll wait until after midnight to finish that.
Okay, so this is not any color at all yet, right?
Nope.
No,
No
So
color.
Now it's purple.
Now it's purple.
it's purple.
Now it's
Ooh.
mine.
You want some more purple?
No. Oh, now there's competition for the purple.
In a way.
Yeah.
Because if you see, I've literally cut a lot
Yes,
off.
trying there for you. Let's go ahead and kill that.
Nice.
All right,
Okay.
Matt, you don't have to be so
Okay.
aggressive about it.
Okay.
I do. It's
All
really
right.
a lot
That was
of fun.
making
Well,
Let's make it a
all right
statement.
there, big
Oh,
dog.
I got
What he doesn't understand was thank you, that helped.
did it.
Yes,
Now you can rebuild your court.
I can rebuild it with more.
Well, see, I was really on your level. I was trying to help you.
I'm going to help you by
I can
you.
put this down and
That is correct. That's green.
So-
Green and purple. There's how many cards? 30 some cards in the expansion deck, but it includes those purple, the orange, and then the. Seriously, why? Why?
Because she loves
I know, right?
you.
Oh, you know that anyone card, you can kill lower courts.
Oh, yeah.
You can.
Anyone.
And there's my favorite in the expansion card deck of the Fate cards. There's one that's removes. It's written wrong on the card right now, but it says you basically remove your lowest cards in your court. 2 lowest cards in your court.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's the famine card. No, is that it? The famine
Oh,
one.
because only the lowest
so-
on the.
So the peasant, the 2 lowest peasants are gone,
Eat the peasant.
and there's plague that's Egyptian, but it's remove the lowest royal card.
Do I play that on anyone, right?
You can play it on anybody.
Not me.
Bring it
No.
over here. What's that say?
Fortuna. Discard. Pick 2 cards in your court. Discard them. Draw 2 new cards.
Fortuna!
But wait, we're playing the. So I can do cards I want. Was the Frank rule in or out?
We love the Frank rule. That's a good one.
I can discard 2 cards and then get 2 new.
Any 2 cards out of your hand you don't want. Yeah, you want. And then you get to pull 2 new ones out. And then-
Okay, that's interesting.
All right. I didn't like the purple. Purple seemed like it was.
I'm not done yet. Please don't. Oh, yeah.
I think you go, yeah.
I'm just
Oh.
putting it out
I
there.
know. I want to know why you're drawing.
It's not even Matt's turn, Alycia.
I know, right?
Cheaters.
We're after 10
Okay.
o'clock. I tend to roll too.
10,
Why do I have a whole handful of cards?
30,
I should only
40.
have 5.
No, because
Oh, because I picked
You
up.
had to pick cards up, so they're good until the end of your next turn. And then you.
Matt, actually, you have to get rid of him now.
Another
Nobody else does.
We'll call that the
Yeah,
Chris
the Chris Walters rule. That is whatever screws Matt over
Is that what you get for winning the tournament? They're not going to send you cards. They'll just let you do a special
Let me
rule.
make published
One
rules.
rule.
Yeah,
One published rule.
that would be interesting. Can I break your game in one rule?
Well, and actually maybe blend of the game, right?
Yeah.
Make the rules up as you go.
Oh, that I remember
that
playing
was-
that. I forgot
was
about
fun.
that.
What if you had a several round tournament where every winner got to add one
Like a permanent rule?
just for that tournament? So
Ah,
as you
nice.
play on, somewhere it might get you.
Yeah,
That could just make things in.
That's interesting.
and no wishing for more wishes.
Exactly.
Well, I always wish for more wishes.
That's really the only
You could never
logical
have too
thing
many.
to do.
Right.
You could
Oh,
try
wow.
wishing
Can't
for
play that,
fishes
Matt.
and hoping there are as
This
many
is-
as
But
wishes.
that's
Oh, okay. And that's orange. And that is wishes. That I can do.
Yep.
Green and green.
Wait, I got a bunch of
Good thing this card play rule got expanded slightly to your turn.
Play it!
They're
Play
being,
it as late!
Stop touching the cards.
they're being nice because they're on film. If there
Yeah.
wasn't a public audience, it would be pretty
There would be.
bloodthirsty.
It's
No,
I mean,
It'd be bad.
I think it's the fact that these conversations have distracted me enough to where I can't focus on somebody not playing by the rules.
I'm used to watching Nicholas.
Well, the Royal tournament online that I again won. I think a lot of us messed that up.
In case there was anybody
Who
watching
forgot.
that didn't know. So that is not yet a color. I don't have to play a color.
That's
You
right.
do not. It's still open for
All right.
interpretation.
Someone kill his Shadow Court Queen.
Would you shut it?
Unless I feel the urge to drop a color
So
down on
that
there.
is blue, and that lines up with both of them. I'm good there.
Yep.
And I don't have to discard anything. Wait, 2, 10,
You haven't won yet. Calm down.
Oh, man.
Oh, womp womp.
You know what?
Thanks,
I should do?
Alycia.
You know what? I keep forgetting. You can go over and steal.
Yes, you
yes,
can.
you
Why do
Yeah.
But
Most people don't.
that's
use it
dead
that way.
now. It's gotta steal its way to that discount.
It's- yeah, no. If folks didn't hear the rule, that Shadow Court card can also take the place of another card. So
It doesn't take the place
Equal
of
or
it. It
less?
takes it.
takes it,
from
yes.
another core, yeah.
Yes.
Are you done,
You
Frank?
done? Oh, see, distraction. I
And
think
this is just a whatever you want to core.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any two colors can
Just
be a
do
joy.
it.
All right, and yeah. Can you shuffle here? You're crowding me. I'm trying to make my
And
fruit
he's
strike.
entirely off camera, so why he's making such a big deal about getting over in your place. You were
And
just like,
and
stop touching me. You're like in the back seat of the car from 40 years ago. Right?
I'm not touching you.
I'm not touching you.
Together.
all right.
Oh, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?
No, I just had to play a card.
Okay.
Are you done now?
Yeah.
Are you done now? You done now? Thank you.
Can I go? Can I go?
Wow,
Can I
right.
go?
Can I go?
You
Are we
ready to
there
go?
yet?
Knock.
Are we
Can I
there
go?
yet?
That was my official knock.
Is it time to go?
Are we there yet?
My
Wow.
wife went home and left all the kids here.
Yeah.
Have you checked your? Okay. Was she coming back?
I don't think she was. She said she was, but I think because she gathered up all the leftovers, and I was like, well, why don't you leave Jason some of this? Because you're the
That
only
was
one
a
eating all these
That was just
vegetables.
correct. I'm going to play, but you can go.
She's like, I don't eat mushrooms. So
No
why are you
point
taking
in
them
the
all?
vegetable.
That's the reason.
Hey, you can't play that one on that.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Oh, what's
Sorry.
going on here?
Sorry.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah.
He makes his own rules when he plays later.
You son of a biscuit.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Ugh.
Uh-oh.
What? 60
See, you're
bits?
attacking me, and he's over here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
But I made you play it.
What about if he tries to steal? Does the shield count against
No.
steals?
Nope.
Too
Because
bad.
that's not
Just
a fate. Fate does not get intervened. It's just a sly little prince or whatever.
Oh, wait. Was that a prince stealing a card? I thought it was a fake card.
No, I stole his prince thing first, and then I
Oh.
tried to kill your thing.
With a fake card. Right?
With a fake
Yeah.
card.
Yep, yep.
And then I'm going to do.
No, my fate sucks right now. So.
Then I'm going to do that because
Are you winning the game yet, Matt?
I'm really that. So that becomes red. I don't want that.
Orange.
Or it becomes orange because I'm not really, but
After your first comment earlier, I figured out.
I got no way to get.
Isn't that frustrating?
The most frustrating
You
part
can
of the
see
game.
it, but you just can't get
Yeah.
there.
Now, Matt, does he have a 3 you can steal on Jason's board?
Oh yeah.
I don't have
Or
any
one.
threes.
Nobody has any
has
three,
a
man.
But again, it's the card or lower, so 3,
It's
2, or
card
1.
lower. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
But you could steal a 1 with the orange over here and play it against your other orange 1.
Oh, one.
It doesn't gain you a lot unless you have something to build off of.
Or you could steal his green too and
You
yellow
be
too.
quiet over there!
Totally mess up his.
Oh,
That's what I was
you
trying to hint
quiet.
at.
Oh yeah. Which seeds? But you can just put them back down. And, oh. I
Yeah,
see.
but not for
But
a
I
while.
wouldn't be able to do anything with it too. It'd just be mean.
Well, yeah, but it stops him
Do
from
you
winning.
see what I deal with here, man?
But it would feel
That-
good.
It
That's
feels good.
totally
Do
worth
it.
it if it's me.
Do it.
Actually,
Do it.
you could pull this and you'd be able to play it right underneath that 3 orange and gray because it will all match up. So you could pull that. He would have to take this.
Hell's
and
coming,
you
boy!
could play that card at the same time. Just because I like to stick it to the man.
Yeah, no.
Stick it to the man.
Come on, Matt.
Come on.
I
Stick
know.
it to the man, man.
Don't fall for peer pressure, Matt.
Hammer,
Peer
drop
pressure.
the hammer.
he is the man.
He is the man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was saying the woman, but the WO was silent.
That's just-
Hey,
Patriarch. You're patriarch.
I feel it coming.
it's a paterfamilias.
I am the paterfamilias.
You can't play it here. You can't pick one of those two colors.
It's one solid color as soon as
But
you
you
lay
can
it.
play that.
But if I lay it here, which color is it?
It's yellow.
Yeah,
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 but
you
then that
wouldn't
makes
be
mine
able to
two,
do
and
it.
then they go move that. So
Exactly.
you can't put it there.
Nope, you can't put it. It has
You
sit
can
on
go to the
outside.
other side.
But then it's
Yeah,
orange.
but then it's orange, and that
Yeah,
doesn't do
but
me.
You just want to
That's
get
what I'm
rid of
saying.
Steal his
Steal
card.
this card.
So this
Steal
one,
his
Play that on the far side of your 2. Yellow down, green up. It's playable. Now he has to suck either all this up or all that up. I'll let you choose.
Suck it up.
I mean, really, he's always going to get to choose. It's his card.
And then that lets me do.
He makes the rules as he goes.
So do you,
Can't
Frank.
do that.
No.
Hey, I just make the rules that he made a while ago and won't read.
You just remember the rules he makes.
That's
up.
right, especially if it benefits me.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know.
I only choose to remember
I'm
those
not
rules that I like
I
to
apologize.
play.
That's called analysis paralysis. But when you get the peanut gallery,
Of course, you know, I understand peer pressure. No
We like the
willpower,
poke.
right?
oh no, it's not performance anxiety.
That's a
no.
different kind of issue.
That's right. Yeah, I don't.
That's
right.
red. Again, we're going into Geek Spiel after.
yeah.
I'm just pulling 3.
But what if she's
You're not going to
out?
get to do it, apparently.
That's 30, 40, 50, 70.
Oh, yeah, we're done here.
90, 800. She's got 800 points, I think.
50.
Well, yeah, that's.
You got
see,
65.
She has 65. She's just
I told
Piling
you.
pile on.
I told you Alycia was going to win. I just got the wrong round.
She did. And really, it's quite amazing that I did win that last year. I must have cheated.
You know what's
somehow.
funny? I still came in the positive.
Yeah, I totally didn't after the Matt's little maneuver.
Oh, that's why you were all excited about that.
Yeah, the hurt on him.
So everything in
and
my
then I
hand
got
is
to kill
5
my
points?
highest card. It's got to be killed too.
Well, I'll save it.
Oh,
I have to play that, right?
You got to play it.
Oh, wait, I got to play mine.
So these are
Okay.
all mine.
They're all
Then
5
nothing.
points. Except for the Accords don't have
Do
any
I got to
points.
play this
Only
one?
scoring cards.
So, Alicia's got to pass her highest card to
No,
me.
it doesn't have any effect. Nice try.
It would. It'd give me more points.
All right, Chris,
0.
take us out. Finish it up.
And finish it up as we're gone.
Yeah, I would say.
Okay.
I mean, we could play another hand or so if we wanted to. Do you want to, Chris? You want to watch another hand?
I mean, yeah, it's really just me sitting here going, "This is great." No, let's cut it out because I
It's
currently have a
10:30.
house guest and I'm occupying their spare bedroom right now. So, do you all have any last minute things you want to share, say, talk about?
Well, I want to ask him. So, how many did you print more than? I mean, are you going to distribute these? Are you going to sell them on the website or something? So,
Yep.
how do we?
They are for sale on the website, royalcardgame.com.
And they're like $400 a deck. Is that
I
Retail?
wish.
Retail?
Yeah, retail, suggested manufacturer retail price.
90% off sale?
Right.
You gonna do it by the end of the weekend?
Again, get that tarot card edition. Call it
Put it
the
there.
Royal XXL.
But seriously,
And
how
sell it for
much? Are they?
$300.
$20 plus shipping and handling.
Are you allowed to sell it in Origins tomorrow? Probably not.
The trunk of the car.
Ah,
Parking garage.
yeah. So you can get some
Parking garage.
cigarettes, get some white lighting, or you can get a deck of Roil cards.
Really big
Yeah.
bag.
Somebody out there with a broken nose. Hey,
Hey, you want a Gucci purse? I just found this right over here. Get this Gucci.
You got the deck of Roil cards.
Frankie No Nose over here is going to
You got the cash? Drop it in the seat. No, don't hand it to me. What's wrong with you? Drop it in the seat.
Don't hand him the money.
Hey, you drop this back.
Take the Royal, leave the canola.
Well, thank you all for joining us for our live version of Table Crashers. This was kind of a little experiment for us. I know Matt wants to do some of this at his home base with some setups and things, and so we will practice this again. But thank you all for watching, and have a great night.
Bye.